This is the HS Game Time Roundup with Pep Fernandez. Powered by Paradise Chevrolet Cadillac. Standards for excellence.
Hello everyone, good Monday to you. Chris Erkley here filling in for Pep Fernandez on the HS Game Time Roundup. Pep hit the road today for some prep soccer action, and we catch up with him at the Poly Holiday Classic.
Thanks, Chris. Yeah, it's a rematch of last season's tournament finals, pitting Chaparral against Riverside Poly. Now, last season, the Pumas won the crown on penalty kicks. Let's head out to the Ab Brown Soccer Complex for the finals. First half, no score. Megan Frunder with some thunder on the free kick, but the beautiful ball is pushed away by the Chaparral keeper. Later in the first half, Peyton Pereira will settle this ball, fire off a shot that sails just wide of the post. Poly with plenty of pressure on the Pumas net in the first half. Second half, Chaparral spent a lot of time in front of the Poly cage. Megan Gibson and Salil Hall fighting for the loose ball, but the Pumas come away empty on this opportunity. 12 minutes left in the match, still scoreless, with Poly playing pinball in front of the Chaparral goal. And finally, it's freshman John A. Joseph knocking in the score to give the Bears a 1-zip lead. Then minutes later, Pereira knocks this shot off a Puma defender, and there's Victoria Gama to blast it in the back of the net. Poly is your tournament champion, winning by a final of 2-0. After losing to Chaparral and penalty kicks last year in the finals, this victory feels pretty good.
Yes, it was a rematch. Last year's finals was a completely different situation. It was pouring rain. You couldn't see straight. We were just getting freezing cold. It was one of those games like, oh my God, I don't care who wins. Let's just get through it. And we went to PKs. We lost. I didn't even care who shot. We were done. It was miserable. But this was a much better game. Our girls fought and they battled and they played so hard. We were at their throats, shots after shots, cross. It felt like it was about time to put the ball in the back of the net. And when it happened, it was amazing.
I knew we were trying our best and we kept pressing. I think sooner or later we were going to get one in, and we eventually did get two. I think it gives us a lot of confidence going into league, going into some tough teams this year. So hopefully we can go all the way to CIS and win.
Over at the Tilson Classic, Monday marked the semifinal round as Colton collided with Cajon. Join me at King High for the action. Cajon a perfect 8-0 on the season. Could the Cowboys remain undefeated? First half, Cajon with a corner kick. Raul Ramirez to Carlos Trinidad. Off the woodwork, unlucky. Then it's Colton with a corner of their own. Ishmael Carlin finds Luis Lopez on the other end, but the Yellow Jackets come up empty. No score at halftime, but in the second half, Cajon came out firing. Check out Michael Camacho. Sets up his own bicycle kick, and he nearly scores for the Cowboys. Later in the second half, with Colton leading 1-0, Cajon draws a whistle in the penalty box. Trinidad would nail the penalty kick goal, and they even the game at 1 apiece. With just minutes left in regulation, though, Colton on the attack. Carlin puts this ball on frame. It's off the post, then deflects off a Cajon defender and in for the score. An own goal by the Cowboys would be the difference in this one, as Colton advances to the tournament championship match by winning by a final of 2-1. The Yellow Jackets will meet Norte Vista in the tournament finals. The Braves defeated Jurupa Valley 2-1 in the other semifinal. The championship match is slated for Tuesday at 12:30 at Poly High School. For HS Game Time, I'm Pep Fernandez.
Thanks, Pep. We now switch our attention over to hoops for the Poly Holiday Classic over at Riverside Poly, a quarterfinal matchup this afternoon between Corona and Ike. Panthers with the early lead over Ike, and it's Corona's Puna Agyan crashing the boards for the second chance hoop. More from Corona in the second quarter. This time it's Leilana Chavez going coast to coast for the nice lay-in for Corona. In the second half, the Eagles would fight back. Here it's Ike guard Kajira Gardner knocking it down from three-land. But Corona's Leilana Chavez would be right there to knock down a three of her own for the Panthers. Now in the fourth quarter, Ike making a game of it, down by just 6 when Crystal Hicks drives to the hoop for the bucket. But Corona would remain in control as Chavez takes to the hoop, this time for the lay-in, and Corona wins by a final of 47-43. The second game of the night would be Arlington taking on Upland. It's Arlington guard Tristan Gates going to work for the Lions. But Upland would get out to the fast break from there. First, it's Irie Stokes nailing the jumper as time expires in the first quarter. Then it's Ashley Carson on the fast break with a nice little spin move, and she gets the shot to fall. But Arlington would fight back in the second half. Here it's Michaela Stitt going to work in the low post for the lay-in off the glass. It would be just too much Highlanders for the Lions tonight, though. Here it's Shelby Young cutting to the hoop for the underhand lay-in. And then it's Young with this jumper from the corner early in the fourth quarter as Upland takes the 53-34 win over Arlington. They'll play Corona Tuesday in the semifinal. Well, that does it for this edition of the HS Game Time Roundup, but be sure to tune in tomorrow. We will have some great soccer highlights, a boys soccer matchup between Norda Vista and Colton at the Tilson Classic, and also plenty more holiday hoops. So for now, I'm Chris Erkley, and we'll see you next time.